Hey Kids Club Eastside, I wanted to share with you guys today an email that I got that I hope is as encouraging to you guys as it was to me. So I'm just actually going to read you the email. This email is from a teacher. He serves at Kids Club in Oakley, and he grew up on the east side, and he now works at an elementary school in the New Richmond School District, and this is what he sent to me this week. He says, I want you to know at the beginning of almost every week, I have excited students talking about how much they love Kids Club and Crossroads. As far as I know, these are almost all kids and families who were not attending Crossroads or any other church regularly before Eastside opened. With those kids, I can have some conversations that reference the lesson from the weekend and how they are applying it to the week, which is super cool. Your team is doing a great job. Well done. Thank you for taking care of my kiddos on the weekend. And then yesterday I ran into another teacher also in the New Richmond School District who said virtually the same thing, that a week hasn't gone by, even more than once a week, she's hearing in the hallways the words Kids Club or the words Crossroads. It's sort of a buzz in their building, and there's teachers coming and starting to come and to serve, and that's just incredible. Like, word on the street is talk of church in the New Richmond School District. So thank you guys. You continue to week after week do such a great job in Kids Club. I love to hear these stories. If you have any stories yourself, send them to kceeswide@crossroads.net. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to share those with other people. Another super fun thing I heard this week comes from the inclusion team. They had a guy, he's got some angry outbursts, and going to the classroom is difficult for him. And this week he stayed a whole 30 minutes in the classroom and got to hear about Jesus. And when he came back to his classroom, there was a new boy in there, and this boy was really having a hard time. He wasn't connecting with any of the adults in the room. But this boy, Grant, came back from hearing about Jesus and decided he wanted to apply what he had learned in the lesson with the inclusion team. So he basically asked this other little boy to play with him, to play suspend with him, and he was the first one that day to break through to this kid. And he said he did it because that's what Jesus would want him to do. And he was able to share that with his mom, that he was able to be Jesus to this new boy in the sensory room. So that's incredible. That kids are learning this kind of thing and applying it right away. So thank you guys. Keep up the good work. A couple things I wanted to tell you guys on more business end. First of all, we have new Dyson animals that have been ordered and are going to be by this weekend, one in each facilities closet. So first floor and second floor will both have a Dyson animal. So they're kind of a stronger handheld vac that you can just take off the charger and take to your classroom. So if you have a big goldfish spill or whatever in between services, if you need to vacuum a little bit more than those push vacs do, you can grab those. Don't feel like your room needs to look perfect at the end of the week. We do have people come in and clean the floors during the week, but wanted to let you know that for more deeper dive into cleaning on the weekend, those are available. Next, I wanted to tell you some exciting news. I love this because my family is a Saturday night attending family, and the news is that middle school will start to be offered on Saturday nights. So that's very exciting. Starting in March, we will have middle school for the 5:30 service. So I wanted you guys to know, for Welcome Center to know, we get a lot, almost every weekend somebody is asking that. So that's good for you guys to know. And also for those of you who have middle school students of your own, if this opens up another chance for you to serve, if this makes it easier for you to serve on a Saturday night, which we definitely need more people to serve on Saturdays, I wanted to let you know that that option is coming for your kids to be in middle school. And then the second service, if you're serving, they can either come serve in Kids Club themselves on Sunday, or they can always attend the main service as well. So that's exciting news. And the last thing I wanted to share with you is I've been getting some questions on how old does a student need to be to pick up their sibling from Kids Club. So there's been some situations where some younger siblings have come, like some youngish siblings are coming to pick up their younger siblings in Kids Club, and volunteers are not comfortable with that. So I just wanted to address that. We do not have a a black and white rule on what that age is to be able to pick up from Kids Club if they have the sticker. Ultimately, if the parent has given their child that sticker, it's the parent's responsibility. And if they've given that responsibility to a sibling, we're okay with that. But I know that can be very uncomfortable if a 9-year-old comes to pick up their 3-year-old sibling. So I just wanted to let you know that it's a little bit gray, and please feel free in those moments when you're feeling uncomfortable releasing that child to someone that is young. Ask them to go grab their parent that you don't feel comfortable with. That totally fine. I know it might upset some parents, and I'm happy to address that, or any of the other leaders can talk to those parents. But we ultimately want you to feel comfortable releasing that child. So if someone comes and you don't feel comfortable, feel free to always ask them to go get the parent. That's totally fine. I know I have a 17-year-old son who drives, and in that situation, I would probably send him to pick up his 3-year-old sister. And I think most people would probably be comfortable giving my daughter to him, and so just go ahead and do that if you're comfortable. So just want to let you know that that's a gray area. Use your judgment. Don't do something you're not comfortable with, but also know that it isn't you releasing the child. Like, that parent has given permission to whoever has that sticker. So it's kind of the ball's out of your court, but don't do anything you're not comfortable with. And but also feel free to go ahead and release that child if it feels like it's a teenager and you feel like comfortable with that. No problem on our end. So that's it for this week. I am looking forward to seeing you guys next weekend. We have several leaders. Meredith is going to be out of town, and as is Scott and Martin. So that's 2s and 3rd to 5th grade. So if you're on those teams, please sign up early so we know who to expect with your leaders out this week. And just thank you. I'm hearing time and time again how amazing this team is. So thank you. You guys are doing great.